So 22 years ago, I was a stay-at-home mom, had 2 kids, was married, had the white picket fence, the car. You would never know what was going on the inside of me. On the outside, everything seemed perfect. And in order to keep that facade going, I had to stay intoxicated. I started my addiction when I was younger in high school, but it just progressively got worse after my kids. It got so bad to the point where my husband left, my kids moved with him, and at that time, my purpose in life was gone, I felt like. So I just slowly was trying to commit suicide by using drugs. So if I used the drugs, I could blame the suicide on the drugs, not me. So then I was homeless on the street, committing crimes, doing things that I normally wouldn't do if I was sober. I was facing 10 years in prison. I was bankrupt, and there was a circumstance that happened with the gentleman that I was seeing at that time that caused me to go to the hospital by ambulance. At that point, I was done. I woke up in the hospital, missing my family, missing my kids, not knowing what to do. So the little fight I had left in me, I walked all the way to the courthouse because I was due in court that day because of the trouble I was in. And I needed to plead into a mental health court, which is a court program here in Washington County. But I had to be there that day or I would miss pleading in. So I got there, walked clearly from the hospital, pleaded into mental health court, and everything became, after that, I had to go into rehab. I decided to go into rehab, and at that point, my life slowly started to get better. When I got out of rehab, I went into a sober living house that wasn't very safe or good for me. They were drinking there and using still. So I knew if I didn't get out of that environment that I was going to drink again. I met Shelley then, and we just immediately clicked. We had a lot in common that had to do with our addiction. So she introduced me to Mr. Parker. When I got to the table that day and I met Mr. Parker, I felt safe. I felt like I had an answer to a lot of my problems. It just seemed right. And so he asked me to open his women and children's house. So I took that challenge on, and November of 2022, I opened the women and children's house for Nehemiah. As I was going through recovery, because I was only 8 months clean then when I did it, so I poured into it. And a lot of the things that I figured out what worked, what wouldn't work for us, and trial and error really as I was continuing my sobriety. And so after that, I finally graduated mental health court. I completed that program. My charges were dropped. And then I graduated the Nehemiah program. So I was not the first graduate, but I was the second or third, I can't remember. But the beauty of that program is it taught me accountability. It taught me how to live a life that I was not fearful of. I had a purpose then, and my purpose was to take all the things that I had been through, all the challenges I've had in my life, and turn it into a purpose to help other women and other men in addiction that suffers from addiction. So I'm proud to say today that I am a credentialing coordinator for Nehemiah. I'm a case manager. I'm living on my own now. My kids are back in my life. My family have forgiven me, and we went through recovery together. This program taught me how to do that as well. It puts families back together. It puts lives back together. It does a lot for me, and it did a lot for me. And I'm happy to say today I am 3.5 years sober.